insights, learnings frequently, which will help you. How? To build a track record. It will help you to build a personal brand over time, and people will start to know what you do, and they may even start contacting you. Just start to post your insights and learnings from the course itself. No problem. No confidential data has to be shared. Right? Just from the course you can share this. Spend at least 1 hour a day searching for available projects on Upwork. Remember yesterday I showed you how to do it, and you can do it elsewhere also. You can put up gigs on Fiverr. So on Fiverr you don't find projects. You say I can do this for you, and you put that up. Right? It's like a service chart and a description. So you can put up services around HR compliance, hiring, employment agreement, CXO employment agreement, exit process implementation. You can list up those kind of gigs. Okay, hunt for seed funded startups or startups that got accepted in accelerators in India and abroad. Look at their website and blogs and see what support you can offer them. Initially, if you don't know lots of international HR work or international HR compliance work, you can still help them with the work that is similar, right? Which you already do for the Indian client or the company. You might be doing recruitment, you might be doing performance management, that you can still help them out with, right? You can help, for example, it's written on screen, onboarding, creation of processes and policies, employer branding, learning and development, things like that. Right now, goal is just to build relationships. Initially, you may do a few assignments for free also, just to collect testimonials. Remember, this is going to build your confidence, and getting your first 3 assignments is always the hardest. When you have some testimonials and good ratings, so on platforms like Upwork, on Fiverr, testimonials on LinkedIn, it's not too complicated. Okay, it may sound fancy, but it's a system, and then you can get it. Work flows in faster after that, then you can handle. And I'll give you a picture also what it looks like. So once you've done 3 assignments, getting a paid client, paid job becomes a lot easier. By the end of your first month, your goal should be simple. Get my first paid gig and 3 to 4 testimonials for assignments which I might have done for very low charge or even for free. And those who cannot take up paid assignments because you're in a job, your contract doesn't allow you to, whatever, you can take up assignments for free in your spare time. That nobody can stop you from, to build your confidence and get exposure to independently working on client assignments. See, in your company, you might have a team, 5-6 people team, and you all work together. But what does it look like to independently work with your own client where everything could be at stake? That level of responsibility, if you can take up, it's going to be fantastic. Everywhere, it's even going to help you in your current job. So this is what you are going to aim for. And if you work for free, it's usually never a problem under any employment contract, okay? Under any policy, so long as you don't do it for a competitor. Okay, once you have confidence, you want to do more paid work, then you can negotiate, figure out all other ways to do this. Those who are already working in a job, one more thing you'll be encouraged to do, please take initiative in your organization to implement learnings from the skills that you have been learning in the course. So propose some innovations, take up some responsibility, forget innovation, there's existing stuff the organization knows they have to do, but they don't have someone to run it. You saw, right, like a company like Flipkart yesterday could benefit from an HR operations person to lead the sexual harassment law related awareness program. And when she did it, she got promotion, double promotion in 4 months, right? This is how many. So if Flipkart has these opportunities, smaller companies obviously have it. So it doesn't matter, you're in a big company or small company, amazing opportunities are available all the time. This is how many of our students have got out of turn promotions and increments that accelerated their career. Remember, your boss or senior management may not be agreeable to your proposals immediately. Just like a client, right? Don't think that in my job I'll get it easily done. No, that doesn't happen. And that is the pitching techniques that you are learning and practicing while reaching out to Indian and foreign startups. They are going to come in so handy. 5 layers of approval, no problem. I'm going to pitch and get it all. And then I'm going to perform and get my promotion or increment or recognition. But other people will be like, oh, management doesn't listen to me, doesn't give me a chance, I need a better paid job. And they'll not get it because they don't have skills, they don't have track record, they don't have outreach. But you will do all of these because you have done practice, right? If you are a student or recent graduate, there are a lot of recent graduates here. Are they here today right now? If you are here today, you're a recent graduate, you're looking for opportunities, go ahead, apply for internships with any of these startups. Try to do the same thing. The earlier you do this, the better. And if you've done some good assignments for them, 1 month also, they will be happy to give you paid opportunities. And you don't have to wait ki some person will give me a job one day and I'll earn 20,000 a month. All that forget. You can straight away start with getting paid work. First month, do some projects for free, get testimonials. Second, third month onwards, you can get $500, $1,000. This income grows like this. Okay, it's not like you will get after 1 year some increment. Okay, this is fantastic. In 3 to 6 months, things can completely change. You're an experienced HR manager. What about you? Experienced HR managers here? Once you are conversant with these techniques, see, first you will have to take out some time to practice this, develop your comfort. Okay, then you can delegate this work to juniors. What will they do? They will reach out to potential clients, set up meetings with you. In the meeting, you will, and they'll reach out to potential clients using the templates, the system that you have created. They'll set up meetings with you. In the meetings, you will convert, and then you will delegate the delivery work again to juniors because you have created a system. And this is how you can earn a significant additional income. Also improve your track record in branding by working for more foreign clients without having to spend a lot of time on it. That will be very impressive even for your clients in India. Do you like this idea? Do you like this idea? Yeah? So by the end of the first month, get your first paid project. Okay? I'll tell you how much you will earn after 6 months, and then how much you can earn after 12 months. Okay? So before that, one more thing I want to tell you, how our students learn this. In a guided environment, they are learning these skills by attending classes, performing real life, but not real assignment. It is simulation based on real life. Data mock assignments, they get feedback on what they do, and every time they learn a skill, they are asked to write their insights on LinkedIn, to publish articles and share it with startup founders and SME owners and all of them. Okay, why? Because this is what builds their authority, helps them to get clients. We have a very simple theory. If you learn any skill, what is the proof that you know it? Can you tell me what is the proof that you have learned the skill? I'm not going to do an X-ray of your brain and take out the skill from your brain and take out your neurons, right? And this is the problem that most people have in why people struggle to get work. You have to get something in the real world, get testimonial, publish article, keep work sample ready, right? Or just publish a post, a LinkedIn post, right? Certificates are the most jali in the world, right, Jatin Patel? Certificates, no. Real proof of skill, not indirect proof of skill. Without taking names, share the learnings on social media, and then you will see your credibility and brand soar. This is what it is called to build a track record, portfolio, testimonials, all of that. Okay? And while our students, when they are learning in this safe mode, I'll call it safe mode, like you start your computer in safe mode, right? They can make all the mistakes they make, no issues. Nobody is going to blast them. They're not going to lose clients, and they just get corrections on the mistakes they make, and it's safe, right? It doesn't cost them their increment or a promotion, or doesn't cause any embarrassment. And then when they've done these, they've got feedback. Now they know how to do it correctly. They use it as a work sample and send it out to potential clients, and then the client has a way of getting convinced, right? And it's not that they'll give them paid work immediately. Shuru mein you may do unpaid work initially, first 3 assignments. But this is your earliest track record and gives you a huge advantage over others. Look, the others who don't have work samples will struggle to get their first assignment. Is this making sense? Most people keep asking forever, I have no experience. Why will they hire me? I have India experience but not US. Why will US organizations hire me? Just get some experience in this way that we have said, and suddenly you become hireable, right? You've done international HR compliance assignment for US, Canada or UAE, all of that. Dikha do, show your client. You become hireable. Don't let lack of experience keep you away anymore, because you've done that work before. You build your track record. Just actively build a track record of getting results for your clients. How do you chart out your weekly progress? Right? It's not one step. Not like some joke, right? Step by step, you have to move on. It's a ladder. So our students have access to a performance coach who gets on a call with you every week, to understand your goals and assist you to set weekly targets. Those are small, winnable targets that stretch you but make you move ahead. If you are unable to achieve those targets, students get on a call with their performance coaches, okay, to identify what was the block, how to set fresh targets, and ensure that next week they will achieve it. And let's say you got stuck somewhere with a concept, maybe while making your freelance profile, or maybe while writing a proposal, they can block one-on-one sessions with our various team members who are involved in delivering services. So listen, why am I telling you all this whole complicated process? The success that they get is not auto magical. There's a lot of work involved. Are you willing to do that? You need to spend 2 hours a day learning new skills and working on finding work for the first few months. Otherwise, don't expect any success. Right? 2 hours a day I'm asking and telling you that your 20-year career journey will get done in 3 to 5 years. This is what is possible. In 6 to 12 months, you can earn 3x of what you currently earn. It's not a joke, right? Can you commit 2 hours per day to this journey, whether you join us or not? That is absolutely mandatory. Where should you reach by the end of the first month? If you are giving 2 hours per day to this process, by the end of 2 weeks, you will get 1 or 2 startup gigs, paid or unpaid. Most of our students are able to crack this because we have in class only they are doing this outreach. Initially, you may perform a few assignments for free just to collect testimonials on LinkedIn and Upwork. Those with some previous professional experience, they'll find it easier to get well-paid work very early. If not, no worries, you are still learning, right? So give it some time, build your track record. By the end of your first month, the goal is to have 4 testimonials and your first paid gig. The best of you may have multiple well-paid assignments, multiple paying assignments. Okay, and one more thing, in your existing organization by now, you should have at least got the approval necessary to implement your first additional responsibility, first new project, first new innovation after relevant pitches. Okay, not just paper approvals. You would have gone and impressed the seniors, and you would have kick-started your implementation. Okay, this is also the time when our placement office starts working with you on your LinkedIn profile and freelance work to assist you to make it more attractive and pitch to clients. And listen, if you get the work, we won't do the work for you. Sometimes in the name of help, people expect us to do their work for them. You have to handle your client, right? We'll train you on it, we'll guide you. But you have to do that work yourself. You'll have access to course materials and resources for that. But the task is yours, the client is yours, right? So the key roadblock that you overcome at this point is what? To learn how to pitch and take independent responsibility for the eventual outcome. This will help you in building your confidence. This is not just about skills. Skills are there. Your confidence. How many of you struggle with that? My confidence is not increasing. Can't aim higher. This will enable you to do that. And it will enable you to improve your proposals and communication. Right? What do you do in months 3 and 4? Think how will you do this to get to the next level, because this is important. Okay? Months 3 and 4, we move into more advanced work so that once a client engages you, then you need to keep doing other assignments, newer assignments, more high paid work, right? So what is the more advanced work? I'll just tell you, and you'll also start learning more about international employment and labor compliance alongside Indian work. So here you will be looking at common compliance requirements for hiring workforce in foreign countries, UAE, Canada, UK, Singapore, US. Implementing employee stock option plans. Anyone already done that? Both India and abroad. There are 2-3 types of stock option plans. We'll learn about all of them. Import side, for example, somebody may have heard something called phantom stock. Okay, so how do you implement these plans? How do you prepare the documentation for it? Important social security benefits in India and foreign countries. Specialized compliance for manufacturing companies, factories, and larger service sector organizations. And specialized scenarios like if you're hiring construction workers, migrant workers, hiring in a factory, standing orders, those things. Okay? How to engage contract labor, perform associate compliances, how to enforce violation of employment contracts and policies, and what actions to take in case of non-compliance of contractors. There are many organizations which are completely powerless, end up in trouble most of the time, HR department dysfunctional on this point that contractor messes around and they don't know what to do, right? So you will learn how to enforce this. Anybody has been in that situation, don't know what to do when contractor messes up. How to assist the organization in the event of a due diligence in an investment or M&A transaction. Now you see here, you are actually learning more things so that you can pitch to startup entrepreneurs. I can help you enforce your policies. I can help you prepare for due diligence for your investment round. I can do end-to-end compliance work at this point. This is where you will start to get that confidence. What do you do at this point to build your track record and outreach? So are you with me till here? Are you being able to appreciate how the plan will support you? Are you making notes? Because if you don't, you'll not get this plan again unless you are a student, right? Okay, any questions? Let me know on chat. Continue outreach. Months 3 and 4, you've set up a rhythm, so continue outreach with foreign and Indian startup founders and SMEs. But now the goal is they might already be appreciative of your work. So what are they going to do? They've realized that they have landed up a hot deal by working with you because you're an angel for them. Works at $10, $20 an hour, doesn't charge $100 like a US HR manager, delivers top-notch work, right? So what are they going to do to secure themselves? They are going to give you are going to pitch for some retainers, part-time work retainer, which you can do on the weekends, or so that you can get a fixed income. Okay? Foreign clients will find it very lucrative at this point to engage you. And at this point, since you have learned some international hardcore, international and domestic labor compliance, you also start exploring opportunities with your existing clients to do this. Somebody you are helping with recruitment now will say, hey, I can do international labor compliance. Let's get on with this. I can make your international policies. Let's start with this. If you're in a job already, try to take up new initiatives or some additional responsibilities. So you would have got your first project, right? Now you complete the execution. And many of our students are able to get new opportunities or promotions or increments or the shift jobs in 3 to 6 months owing to this kind of initiative. And at this time, you also start using AI to improve your productivity, you increase your efficiency, and grow your consultancy. Okay, those who want to move to better paying jobs, great idea to start building your personal brand now, or at least start applying to recruiters. And it doesn't matter how young you are. Okay, you're a fresher, no problem. And at this time, you will be encouraged to publish 2 to 3 articles. Okay, this will now. How will you publish? We have a team that will support our students to write, to give them topics, will help you to give you a structure in which you can write. Okay, so this creates huge credibility with both Indian and foreign clients. Even your current employer will be like, wow, you've written an article on it. Can you help us do this in the company? See, any new project you want approval for, just publish an article on it and show it to the senior. And then they'll be like, okay, you wrote an article, why can't you help us do it? So sure, can you put in a word? And then ho jayega. Right? Okay. Many of our students are able to move to higher paying jobs here because of this reason. We took higher responsibility. Bottom line is, you've got no excuse to not earn enough. You have to hustle, you have to be disciplined, you have to be competent and smart, but you'll have to work a lot, you'll have to pitch a lot. Most important, you can't stop pitching even if you hear a no. And don't give up till you succeed. Right? 30, 40, 50 people you have to pitch to so that you can get a few assignments. It is that simple. Where people stop, they stop doing the work. They'll pitch to 5 people, not get a response, and they'll say this strategy doesn't work. Okay, but it always works. Okay, we could show you hundreds of our students who did this and got success, but I think you get the point now. But I've shown you yesterday a list of some 100 students, right? Let me check if this is the correct list, then you can use it. This is a list of skills. Okay, list of 50 plus skills that you can use. But months 5 and 6, what happens? You will continue to learn more advanced work. So same thing, right? On a sliding scale, you learn more advanced work now. Also, international and domestic anti-sexual harassment laws, you will start learning. Force implementation, conducting inquiries, disciplinary proceedings. Most organizations get disciplinary proceedings very wrong. And this is where you can really add value. Assisting organizations in implementation of CSR initiatives. Implementing a preparedness program to deal with labor inspections and raids. Have you ever been part of this, or Can you imagine labor inspection and raid? Everybody, senior person also, director also is scared of it. Imagine if you can give an organization that kind of comfort. I can help you deal with the raid, and they are like, okay, sure, right? Lead the way. So all of these skills are kept in mind with this work, the most critical work that will come. Then industrial and labor disputes. A lot of you want to shift sectors also. So you will have comprehensive perspective of every sector, manufacturing, service, both covered. Responding to notices from statutory authorities, assisting lawyers in high profile employment litigation as HR manager, all of this included. What do you do to build a track record at this time, and where can you reach actually? More than that, where are you going to reach by this time? Okay, so you will continue, right? You are assisting Indian and foreign startups and SMEs, continue to do that. And you pitch for posh work also, international compliance also. By now, you should have a good stream of paid work on the side. Here's what you can expect to happen. You can start earning $1,000 or more per month. Doesn't matter you work in Indian market or foreign market. This is what you should have done. Learned at least 20 to 25 new skills from our assignments and classes. Pitch to 50 plus startups and SMEs in India and Canada, US, all the foreign countries, following our guidance. And not just pitching, you should have delivered some work for them, which shows up in your Upwork profile. Okay, and every week you should have spent 3 to 4 hours doing this and pitching clients on online platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, or cold email foreign startups. I showed you yesterday how to find startups, pitch to them, write an email, what message should be there, all of that, and publish at least 3 to 4 articles in your chosen area of work. Okay, many of our students are able to move to higher paying jobs because of the higher responsibilities they took in this time, 6th month onwards. And those who want to start their own consultancy can do so because they've learned a lot of high value skills, build a track record, and also practice reaching out to new clients. Correct? How many of you want to build your own firm? Many of you have no idea. Once you realize that the kind of value you can offer in your organization, how much they love it, you'll realize I'll do it for 10 different organizations and build my own firm. Right? How many of you want to do that? If you want to do this, at this point, you will have that kind of rejection-proof ability and enough services that you can offer, enough skills to start building your own firm, and you'll already have a few clients. Okay? Because you have new clients, and you will increase the turnover and the profitability. If you have taken a career break, this is the time where you find your feet in the new economy and have enough clients and job opportunities. Our students have got, job offers which are offering 50%, 40% more than their last job, twice also, 2x of their last job which they were earning 3 years back. And if you check in the market, most people after 3, 4, 5 years break are very scared. They are like, I don't know if I'll even get a job now. I don't know if I can even start at the same level. Forget starting at the same level even if I get a job, right? Even students will freshers or students can definitely start earning $500 to $1,000 a month. And if you've got previous professional experience, some of you already running firms, then you want to target earning an additional $2,000, okay, per month. And of course, you can do this on your own also, but our students do it under the guidance of experts who can quickly correct their mistakes and guide them through the process. So the improvement is a lot faster. Okay, very rapid. If you are an all HR consultant who works for Indian clients right now, you would have increased your earnings simply by providing new high value services to the Indian clients. I gave you Prachir's example. He was doing normal payroll compliance as a consultant, and then he added 8 new services in Jaipur. Okay, and he also knew how to do multi-state work. This he learned in the course. After that, he got clients from every state in India. That's what he said. Every state he has worked on clients. 8 new services he added which were high value. Plus, you would also acquire multiple foreign clients who send you highly paid work. But you still have a few more things to learn. Not a good idea to stop here. Okay, to go to the next level from here, now what do? You don't want to stop, right? Who wants to stop at just $2,000 a month? Why not more? Yes, you want more or not? Tell me on chat, more or not more. Will you be satisfied and sit back, or you want to go to the next level? Now think all these things, there's quite a bit to do, right? Will guidance increase the chances? You have to take a call on that. Now, it's a great idea to master drafting as an HR manager in a dedicated way. Learn how to use AI and complete your training of international sexual harassment and anti-discrimination work so that you can deliver outstanding results. And now you must focus on building your personal brand because you've got to some level, right? Now, what happens in life? You reach one seniority and then you suddenly realize, oh, I've got old and there's competition, and then you can't earn more, right? Because competition is starting lower and then clients are like shopping. Ki, Arey, wo sasta deta hai, why don't I go to him? So how do you separate yourself from that? How do you attract premium clients? How do you maintain your rates? You have to build a personal brand. There is no other security after this. So what is the security? Personal brand. This is your edge. Okay? Can you write personal brand on chat? Many of you have never looked at it like this. Corporate branding you do. Personal branding very important. So that new entrants and even big firms, big consultants cannot compete with you. Your personal brand is your defense, is your moat, is your offense against the competition. From 6th to 12th month, you will be learning 2 new skills every week. Same format, right? 2 new skills every week, 3 hours in classes, 4 to 6 hours on assignments, 3 to 4 hours pitching to clients every week, and remaining time you will do the work that you get from various clients. So around 12 to 14 hours a week, which translates to 2 hours a day. Understood? How many of you want to improve your English? Need to improve your English? Anybody here in that situation? English communication or public speaking or one-to-one conversation, writing, proposal, something like English stops you. Confidence, just confidence in English communication stops you. Could be multiple things, right? Now this can take another 5 to 6 hours a week, but the good news is I'll give you a solution tray for all of these things. If your English is not that great, this is your opportunity to fix that in another 6 to 12 months, and it will be fixed forever, including fluency. Okay? Never have to suffer from English communication problems again. And this can be the key to winning the trust of international and foreign clients and working in MNCs. Right? So we have complimentary English classes for our learners for this reason. If you do this for a whole year, here is where you can be. If you are an HR consultant or professional, you can comfortably earn around 2 lakhs per month. If you were already earning this much, then you could be able to earn at least this much additional, because you would have created a system, delegated this to juniors and got new clients. And you will have a bunch of well-funded, fast-growing Indian and foreign clients as your Indian and foreign businesses as your clients, and a pipeline of work, full workflow. No tension that I am not getting clients. How many of you want to be tension-free? Those who work part-time should be able to earn an additional income of around $1,000 to $1,500 by working on the side. Even if you have a full-time job, on the weekends, after work hours, if you work for a couple of hours a day, you should be able to get to this place, okay, $1,000 per month. If you are already earning more than 1 lakh per month, you'll have a system so that you can earn this much additional. If you want a better paying domestic job, you should be able to get a new job with an MNC or a new employer with at least 30% to 100% increase, or a promotion or a substantial increment in your organization. Do these goals and results excite you? If you are stagnating, would this kind of result excite you? If you're a recent graduate or a student, again, you can expect to at least start earning $1,000, $1,500 per month. Have lots of clients who have given you regular work, part-time work, testimonials. Be well connected with foreign clients. Okay, we have lots of connections, and you basically know that any time I want a job, I don't have a problem. These clients will give me part-time work or full-time remote jobs, and this is just the beginning. You have a very, very bright future ahead. As a global professional, you are amongst the top 1% elite professionals all over the world, because now we are no longer at this point restricted to India. Because of that, you will never imagine, never having to look back in your career again. Is this exciting? Yes, no, maybe. I just want to know from you. I'm opening chat. Do you like this? Is it mind-blowing? Can you see how much preparation and planning goes behind this? If your career, if you put this work in your career, do you see any reason why you won't get results? right? Obviously it won't happen without work, which is what the whole plan says work, right? That's what the plan is. 2 hours a day, but that's the good news, right? If you are our student, then 2 hours a day, correct? And then there is no chance that if you do that, you will not get results, right? If you follow directions, instructions, follow through, don't stop taking actions, correct? Okay, now most people stop here. It's beyond their dreams already, but at Lossigo we continue to work further on your career with you even after that, and we work on the following: developing your skills further so that you can get bigger and more high value clients, building your personal brand and international professional network, strong social media profiles with huge number of followers. The big one, crack the independent directors exam, get appointed to the board of India's biggest companies, because when this happens, you will know India's biggest corporate leaders. Anytime you want a job in a new company, bhai, you are independent director sharing the same boardroom with that, they're going to say, my friend here in this company, my connection, he is looking for a senior level person, and that's your direct big jump to a big company. Okay, that is how things change. You are basically, benefiting from your network, and so far you never worked on that, but cracking this exam and building your personal brand are the secrets to completely taking your network and opportunities to the next level. And the bonus is that you already, by just being an independent director of companies, can also earn an additional income, right? Support, we continue to support our learners so that they continue to grow their earnings, and some of them want to shift jobs or career focus. So we are there associated with you, supporting you with opportunities or connections, interview preparation for next 5 years. And many people want to migrate abroad also, so we support them with additional strategies and plans. But you know what, after a point you'll realize, instead of yours having to reach out to people, potential clients come to you because you built a personal brand. Isn't this every professional's dream? I shouldn't have to have the uncertainty of dealing with clients. So you will have a waiting list of clients. The only way you can deal with it is by hiring people, and then you can serve them. But you can get a waiting list of clients. If you want a waiting list of clients, this is possible. Personal brand, very important. Track record, very important. Right? In fact, you'll get an access to a course on personal branding from us, where we'll show you how you can do your own TEDx talk. How many of you want to do TEDx talks? How to get media coverage, how to get featured on podcasts, so that you never have to struggle as an unknown face again. Your clients or potential employers will Google you and immediately be impressed because you'll have a mind-blowing personal brand available. Does it sound too good to be true? You just have to see what our students are already doing, and you will have proof. Okay, and do you want to know about a placement office? See, I've shared so many people, right, who got jobs, increments. Today also I'll share lots of case studies to motivate you. If they can do it, so can you. Some of you may want to know what is the system to assist our students to get freelance work, jobs or internships. Is there a placement office? There is a 40 plus people team dedicatedly working to assist our students. How does it work? They are sourcing opportunities, they are sharing opportunities with our learners because they are monitoring freelancing platforms like Upwork, People Per Hour, Fiverr, all of these. And also, we connect with hundreds of startups on our own and other organizations in US, UK, Dubai, Europe every week. These are exclusive opportunities that we source for our students, and they're not available anywhere on any platform. And I've also set up a dedicated team that is always pitching to US organizations to help our students find remote work. You saw, it's the biggest international market. We even created a US company to bridge the trust gap that a US entity might face in dealing with a company from outside US. So now we have a US entity for that. Our team takes weekly group sessions every week to assist our students to get started with freelance work on different platforms, to build proposals, to write effective profiles. Anybody tried to make a freelance profile, didn't get accepted, etc. Our students can also, our teams takes one-on-one sessions to assist them with that, and our students can book one-on-one sessions. Other than group sessions, they can book one-on-one sessions for assistance in all of this if they have a doubt. We focus on helping learners get their first 3 clients, and after that, it becomes a lot easier for them because they've got some testimonials. We help them to craft proposals. If they're selected for interview, we help them to prepare for interview also. And some of our students may need to start earning immediately, okay, but they don't have professional level skill sets yet, and they cannot wait. Anybody in that position immediately needs to start earning, don't have professional level skills yet. Our freelancing team can assist you with projects that don't require advanced professional skill sets like content writing, social media posting, data entry work, so that transcription, translation, research, so that lack of finances is not a problem. Our students are able to earn 10,000 to 30,000 per month by performing such low skill or no skill work for 2 to 3 hours a day. This, by the way, is great for building your confidence and track record also, because then you're ready to take responsibility for work. Every month, our freelance team, just want to share data, assists more than 600 students to get started with earning through such work, through freelance work, of which 500 plus students do work which does not require prior professional skill sets, and approximately 150 to 200 do work which requires professional skill sets. Okay? LawSeeco today has over 400 plus full-time people, all working with one goal: make our learners successful in their career. Theory for growth is very simple. Look, if more students are earning, getting jobs, promotions, and increments, nobody can stop our growth, right? Very simple. One learner who gets success sends 10 more to us. When you have a large ecosystem like ours working with you, your hard work brings a lot more results than what you can do alone. And this is how we help close to 1,500 students and professionals get jobs, internships, and freelance work every month. Every month, I'll just give you an idea how many people are able to get career opportunities. And why am I telling you this? It's not to brag, but it's to show you the connection of, if you learn skills, track record, outreach, you're going to get results if you apply it. Every month, around 150 to 200 people show interest in getting jobs. 500 to 600 are looking for freelance work, and others are looking for internships. In March, 157 people got a job through us. Every month, the numbers are increasing. We are now going for 200 people. That's our aim. Around 600 plus get freelance work of different values. In March, it was around 583, and 379 got low skill work. Those people who wanted to start earning immediately, this is for those people. And the remaining about 200 got professional, HR or other skills related work. 600 plus got internships, and March was the highest, almost 700 internships, including 29 paid internships. So I just also want to tell you, every month there are 100 to 200 people who don't get any success, and there are 2 to 3 reasons for it. Okay, some of them have no discipline at all. If they study for one day, they disappear for the next week. They don't follow our advice. Many people start and then they get distracted for personal issues. See, success requires tremendous hard work. At LawSeeco, we can make it 10 times easier for you, but you still have to put in the work. 2 hours a day or 8 hours on weekends each week. There is no escaping that. But if you do that, you can get benefited. Look at the placement numbers. Every month they have been growing. Just look at this graph. Okay, April 2021 to March 2023. Can you see how all these lines are going up, right? The green line shows the total of all placement opportunities. So I want to tell you, do you know any other university, any college which places 1,500 people every month? Most colleges in every batch place like 100, 200 people, and that too not 100%. Right? I'm just sharing some more astonishing placement numbers. Tell me in the chat if you are mind blown by this or not. And this should tell you that if you follow a system, you can get success. There is no reason to not get success. You have to have faith in yourself and follow the system and take action. That's it. Total number of beneficiaries between April 21 to March 23 were 15,600. Total learners who got freelance opportunities, 8,000 plus. Almost 8,000 internships and 1,100 plus jobs. And we've not even counted all the numbers, because this is only the numbers on which we have consciously worked with people on their first few projects or jobs. After learning the skills and building their track record, many of our students get jobs and promotions on their own, and we have not counted it here. But remember, it takes work on your part. If you are just going to be lazy, you want some auto magical success without putting in through hard work, without going through the rigor, then stay away from LawSeeco. We don't want losers in our courses who want results without any effort. And no, we can't guarantee any success, because no matter what we do, everything depends on your own effort. We cannot go to your home and make you study. We can't force you. We can remind you. We can inform you. We can't force you to put your hand on the keyboard and type, right? This is why we don't easily make a scholarship offer. We want to give the precious scholarship seats. We are investing in our students when we give a scholarship, and we only want to give that to those who have genuine interest in this topic. They can attend the boot camp properly. See, we want them to be our success stories, so we want the most dedicated people. Okay, and a lot of people wanted to join the boot camp and registered. How many? 16,000. They all had a wish. Fantasy about becoming HR leader. 1,200 joined yesterday with curiosity. After realizing there's work, only 800 stayed back. Today, only some people from there have joined back. Right now, there are 670 people. So this is very effective filtration. It tells us who are consistent, who have real interest. Those who are here, I know, have real interest. They are coachable and willing to learn. We don't want people with wishful thinking and no work ethics to waste our scholarships. So today we'll make the offer at around 7:30 p.m. by when, in our experience, all the non-serious people would have left. So getting started is the hardest, and Lawseco makes that process frictionless. We just need you to take action just for 2 hours every day. Can you do that? Can you give that much time for incredible, outstanding success in your career? Yeah, deal. On chat you can say yes. You can mark everyone. See, most people are stuck in competition, lack of clarity, following the conventional pathway. But I am showing you a way. In this way, there is actually very little competition. Nobody is doing this. Nobody is exploring this. Nobody even thinks that they are capable of doing this. This is the path that's available, and it gives you a huge advantage. Tell me how many people are sitting in their office as HR managers trying to think, how do I use AI? How do I free up 80% of my time? My organization has to deal with so many more challenges. People don't have time. We don't have a recruitment budget. Can I just use AI to make my efficiency higher? Can I implement a new project and that would help me to get an increment maybe in 3 months, in 6 months? Those are the things we're looking at, right? So do you like what you see? What do you think? Are you excited about taking up more responsibility in your organization, about shifting to new jobs, doing international freelance work, all of this at this point? Does this excite you? And a lot of people hate us because we are doing this. Can you guess why? Take a guess. Why would people hate us? Many employers are losing their high-performing employees, interns and freelancers whom they were paying peanuts. People are quitting toxic bosses at organizations to become freelancers. And others are jealous that people living in small cities, that women who had to give up their careers to raise a family, they are now working from home and beating them. Even though these people were working for years, they got degrees from top universities, but still they are getting left behind by all these new entrants whom they had left far behind. There are also some bitter students who don't attend classes or do assignments, and then they blame us for their failure. So to effectively deal with this, we have created something useful, a 45 days money back guarantee. If you attend our course for 30 days, attend all classes and do all assignments, and for any reason you still do not like it, we will give 100% of your money back as long as you ask between a window of 30th day and 45th day. Okay? So this is the security, the comfort that we give for our students. But if you don't attend all classes or do the assignments and still ask for a refund, we will never give a refund. One question, what do you think? Is this fair enough? Have you seen anybody offering such an amazing, student-friendly offer? Fair enough deal? You do all assignments, all classes, 30 days, and then you have a 15-day window to claim full money back. Right? And by the way, this is published. You can see it online. More about this later. One more question, okay? Are you already earning around 1 lakh or more per month? How can we help you to grow to the next level? Anybody in that situation? So you all are clear about the skills, the track record, the outreach, right? So now imagine if you are already earning at this stage, or even if you're not, you are going to get there using the strategies. Sooner or later you'll get there. Our students get there in 6 months to 12 months, right? But what next? How do you prevent yourself from getting stuck there? So this is very important for everybody, irrespective of what you're earning, to break that barrier that is going to come. Okay? Okay, 1 lakh per month you're earning now. How do you grow to the next level? So 5 reasons why you might be stuck and how to escape the catch-22. Let me know if this applies to you. You're too busy with existing work to focus on growth. You simply don't allocate enough time or resources towards growth. So if you're running an HR consultancy, you don't even have 2 hours a day to focus on growth, strategy, marketing, hiring. All your time goes into managing the client work or doing the client work yourself. If you are a senior HR earning more than 1 lakh a month, you are so busy with everyday work that you don't have time for growth-oriented activities. No time to network with foreign employers who can use your service and experience, and they'll pay you a lot more compared to your current job. But don't have any time, don't invest in that. Many people are afraid of growth, because they think that they'll get even more busy. They'll have to work harder than what they currently do. So is this applicable? Let me know. Are you in this situation? If you have no time to invest in your personal brand or write articles or publish or network with industry leaders or journalists, and even if you have the time, you don't have the plan or you don't have energy. It has been going on like this for a few years now. You love the idea that, wow, I can give a TED talk one day. I can appear in an international global podcast. I can build a social media following. But when and how do I do it? What's the next step? How do I keep up at it? It's a catch-22, You are too busy with what you are currently doing. How can you do more? Right? Should I get my clients more? Should I get more clients now? Or should I build a pipeline to handle work? What do I need to do? How do I solve this trap? So the answer, you want to know the answer? What's the answer? You want to first earn more. When you are earning more, hire someone to whom you can delegate some of the work. Then get more work and hire someone else and delegate. This is how businesses are built. When we started doing this, Ramanuj and I were just 23-year-old kids recently out of college. But as a result of this strategy, we ended up building a multi-million-dollar business empire. If you follow this strategy, you can do it too. Last year, Lossico revenues were $5 million. Who wants to do this? So I'm going to give you 10 battle-tested strategies that will work across any industry and definitely for startup HR consultancies. Okay, so even if you're in a job and you want to work on the side, one day start a firm, just keep this in the back of your mind. Okay, it starts with you getting work. Whether in weekends you'll do that work, you have to find that time, but you have to get some work for yourself and do the work. Get the first 5 clients like this. Then you will get confidence, okay? If you can get 5 clients, then you can get 50 clients also. If you are our student, anyway, we'll show you how to do this. And remember, early stage startups, like US, UK, Europe, Canada, Dubai, Singapore also, okay. Apart from tech startups, you want to look at tech services companies. They provide software development and other kinds of services. Healthcare agencies, digital marketing companies, SMEs, they are also good targets and they need assistance of HR managers. What to do when you got your first 5 to 10 clients and managed to get paid, your work was appreciated and you can see that I can get work. So then you wait till you earn 1 lakh per month doing freelance work, and that's the point when you can hire someone to take the delivery load off you while you will focus on getting more clients. Some brave people do it earlier, but I recommend you at least get to this level. Now in the beginning, you don't have a budget to hire full-time people. Even if you have budget, don't hire one full-time person. No. Hire multiple freelancers. Find decent HR freshers who are looking for opportunities or who are open to moonlighting. There could be beginners who are hungry and want to make a mark, okay, and get started only on a project basis. Because if you have then what happens? If you're starting on a project basis, you don't have a fixed liability to pay. You only pay if you have the work and if they deliver, right? You can give them more work when you have more work and not pay them when you don't. And you only pay them when they deliver proper work. This is your catch-22 solved. The only thing you have to do now is find good freelancers. Hiring HR professionals from markets where they are paid much lower amount is a very good idea if you want to hire freelancers. I told you, ChatGPT hired freelancers from Africa, Kenyan freelancers for $2 an hour. In Nigeria, companies pay 20 to 25% of what companies in India pay. Nigerian HR managers, okay, with more than 2 to 3 years of experience will earn much less than what Indian HR managers will earn. You can hire some of them very cheaply to do some of your work remotely. Okay, same for Nepal, where HR manager salaries are half of India. If you want Indian, so how many of you are willing to explore this? If some of you will be like, no, I want to hire India from India only, then find Indian HR professionals in smaller cities like Agra or Meerut or Aurangabad. There are very good HR professionals with HR degrees also. They earn very little because their local companies don't pay them as much. They are looking for extra, opportunities to have an extra side income. Test them out, give them some work, and try out more than one person, even simultaneously, and only work with the best of the best in a long-term basis. Don't just hire one person and then give them all the work and deal with all those problems. Choose growth strategies where you can easily delegate to freelancers. Give research to interns and ask them to convert it into an article. One intern is ChatGPT also, right? You can ask your AI-based tools to use a site and give you an article or summary based on what is written in 5 different sites. It's not up to the mark, no worries. Give it to another intern and ask them to fix or improve it. Have interns or freelancers communicate with online publications to get your article published. Delegate everything apart from the core insights, the core ideas and core knowledge, and the final review. Hire a decent PR agent. Okay, at that level, when you're earning more than 1 lakh per month, you can afford to pay, okay, a PR agent who gets you in front of many journalists and coverage before media. In 30,000 per month, you can get a lot of freelancers who can get you media coverage and good media coverage in 30K per month. Also, how do you build your profile further and branding further? You can hire an intern from MBA colleges. They're always looking for opportunities. Their only job will be to contact universities, event organizers, podcasts, and YouTube channels to get you speaking opportunities once a week. Some of these will be offline, some of these will be online. And you'll hire a freelancer whose only job is to send 5 cold emails a day. You'll give them a template and you'll just send 5 of these to potential customers on my behalf and line up Zoom meetings. Also find entrepreneur communities in your city, attend their events like, NASCOM type also. It could be Head Start, TIE, Super Morpheus, Startup Leadership Program. Go meet local incubators and accelerators. This will get you started with connects. Hire a freelancer who organizes weekly webinars. You already got that person, right? Who's organizing contacting universities, organizing your talks, right? Another person who's a freelancer who can organize a weekly webinar where you speak and share insights with your potential clients and your existing clients. And then there'll be a person who will take out interesting 60-second clips, a digital native social media friendly person. He'll watch your talks and take out 60-second clips, put them up on YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. Then some of these things are working right. Then you know who can do what work properly. Then hire your top performing freelancers and full-time jobs. By then you will have the client flow and the money to do that easily. Works? Yes, no. What do I do if I don't have the budget to hire freelancers? Just take a pay cut and invest that money in growth. Don't have money also? Then you have to work 2 hours extra above and beyond what you do. Not on doing client work, on doing these growth related work. See, either time or money you have to give for growth. If you don't have growth, it means that you have not invested neither time nor money. And without investment, you will have negligible growth. Anybody here realizing that this is the possible reason for no growth? Can you write bingo on chat if this is why, if you just realize that, oh my God, I was not investing in either time or money and I was just wanting growth, but I didn't know what to do, right? I'm opening chat. A lot of you are saying bingo. Okay, I'm glad that this could contribute. You can mark everyone. I've just quickly opened chat. Most HR professionals suffer from this lack of growth all their lives. So you can choose, what is important to you. If you want growth, now you know what is the direction. And I'll just tell you evidence of how do I know that these strategies work. We have applied these strategies only to build Lawsico, a 400 plus people company in legal edtech space with no funding. Most companies which grow to our scale, have like 20 million, $10 million funding and they have half our turnover or less. Okay, no external funding, 400 plus people, and we are number one at what we do. Okay, you can see Lawsico ranks first amongst 93 active competitors as per traction. Okay, so I'll tell you why these strategies work. We have built entire media empires in the professional services space, touching lives of millions of clients and professionals. Whether it's it's IP Leaders blog. I don't know if some of you have come through it. Anybody has gone through IP Leaders blog? Lots of legal, many HR compliance related articles also. Okay, YouTube channels. One of the first awesome articles on HR compliance was what are the HR parts for due diligence that an investor looks at. Today I'll take you through that. That was posted by Ramanujan. It's got thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, I think. YouTube channels to podcasts, social media channels with tens of thousands of followers, Telegram groups with 50,000 plus members, multi-city events, thousands of webinars hosting celebrity speakers. We've done it all and we've used these strategies of delegation, hiring, freelancers, all of that. So we can tell you about how this works. And in 2017, we built a new age professional solutions business and grew it to 1 crore per year revenue working part-time in 2017 in 7 months only. It was a side project. We were working just 2 hours a day. And it was growing so fast that we couldn't keep up and had to shut it down to focus on edtech business, on Lawsico. Then what we did, we started teaching what we learned in this process so that our students can do the same. And now you can see many of our students have built their own firms. Today one of them is coming, Jaya Mishra. We get work from hundreds of organizations and pass them on to our learners. We know a lot because of this on how to find work, and 40 people are working on this. So we've understood what are the challenges and problems and requirements for this. Hundreds of our students, including HR professionals, have launched their own firms applying these techniques. Quite a few of them have grown to 10 to 30 people organizations. And many of them are running HR firms targeting international clients. And people have been able to do that without requiring decades of experience. A lot of people think I need 20 years of experience. No, 2 to 3 years of experience, and people have been able to start doing that. They didn't have to wait for 10 or 15 years. From the moment they realized they can do it, they did. They started applying this and did it. One of our students who was a struggling professional in Delhi last year runs a professional services firm in Los Angeles. Just in 1 year she achieved. Yesterday I showed you, right? Chaitali Bagai moved to Canada to work as a recruitment coordinator in CT Bakery. That company runs bread box outlets in India also. We have people like you to achieve the following: building a booming personal brand. Okay, like use social media profile, TEDx talks, talking at IITs, IIMs, media appearances, thought leadership. Today I'll give you a solution also for that if you want our assistance. Learning how to get international clients on Zoom calls, getting more work and referrals in the next 45 days from your existing clients, getting the recognition and respect you always wanted from peers, clients, and industry, and growing to a point where you have a stable and secure financial situation and you can delegate work so that you have more free time to spend all the money that you earn. You want to hire freelancers to implement these strategies? Just let us know and reach out, because we help hundreds of professionals to hire part-time, full-time people, freelancers, interns. Every month, we helped 8,000 people find work in last 6 months. Okay? So I just want to tell you a little about why we are doing this. Ready to know that? Why have I come up with so many counterintuitive strategies? We are telling you do this, do that. What is our mission behind this? My dream is to build an army of Indian professionals to invade the multi-billion-dollar global startup and SME market. This is going to be the ultimate disruption. I don't want us to play in a small swimming pool of India. I want us to play in the giant oceans of the world. Right? Today, most of the things we use are built in China. One day this would be the case with exportable services around the world. But all such services will be provided from India. Tech professionals have done it, right? India earns more foreign currency today from tech workers' revenue than our oil and gas import bills. They have made us proud. But why tech professionals only? Why not HR professionals? If Indian engineers can have top positions in Google or Microsoft or start global companies like Zoho, then why can't Indian HRs help global startups and professionals scale up their organizations? What do you think? Infosys did it for IT, right? I know that we can do it for HR professionals and other people living in small cities and towns, and for work from home mothers in HR also. The time is right, the stars are aligned. Apart from HR compliance, most of the work of an HR professional is the same. Whether you do it for US client or UK, Dubai, Singapore, any client, right? HR compliance, it's a premium skill and sometimes it's a handicap that you don't know HR compliance, and how will you frame policies? How will you review agreements? How will you hire also? Because you don't know all these things. You'll get stuck in providing end-to-end services. So what we realized, how difficult can it be, is it to learn labor and employment compliance of foreign countries? And it turns out that it's not. We have been doing it successfully. We brought experts on board to do that. As long as you can communicate in English, you have a computer and internet connections, you learn a few HR skills, you can do this for international clients also. It's just that people in India are not aware of how to tap into this opportunity. Can you guess how many IT professionals are in Bangalore? 10 lakh people. 10 lakh people in Bangalore makes Bangalore the global back office for the IT and software industry. Right? But can you imagine what happens if even 1 lakh HR managers can do international labor and employment compliance for global startups and SMEs? There are 40 million, if I just count US, UK, Canada. 40 million, matlab 4 crore. And 1 lakh HR managers do this. Can you imagine what will be the situation of HR in India? No HR manager has to struggle for growth in his career. You will not have a lack of recognition or pride. You will never have a problem with getting value, because you will always have a client who needs you for critical stuff, pays you well, recognizes your contribution. In fact, Indian HR managers can make the benefit of talent arbitrage available not just to HRs, right, but to all these startups by enabling them to hire cost-effective workforce for marketing, for sales, for product, for customer support. You know how to recruit from India. You've been doing this all the time. You know how to manage performance. Why not have them recruit remote people in other departments from India, not just in HR, right? You can be the key in that. As an HR professional, you play a huge role to bring more Indians into the global workforce in this revolution. The Western world can actually, fight the recession by being cost effective, and no Indian has to suffer in poverty. This is what is possible. This is what our mission is. This is why we are doing this. This is why we are also giving all these scholarships. Millions of Indians and other professionals from developing countries can provide their services to the developed world, and it will help everybody. It will completely change our economic situation in India. It can improve it to the next level. Talent arbitrage and remote work. These are the two gifts of this time that have made it possible. You don't need to be born in a rich business family anymore. You don't need to live in a big city. You don't have to go to an office. You don't have to have a fancy MBA degree from an expensive B school to achieve this kind of success. This is the big good news. You can write good news on chat if you think this is good news. We know that this is possible because more than 11,000 lawyers have got international opportunities in under 2 years. And even though the legal system is different in every country, and now we are doing it with CAs, CS and HR managers. And we saw HR managers doing crazy. I'll show you the list also. HR managers are getting crazy results in Indian jobs also. And you'll see in foreign though, matlab they start pitching and in a week they get some people responding, giving them work. Because the market is literally empty. Okay, open opportunity is there. Some of our students have even migrated to US, Canada or Dubai. So see, we are on the cusp of a revolution that was never imagined before. It's a new era, a new world where the old rules don't apply, and we'll create international opportunities for HR professionals like you. This is my commitment. This is the commitment of LawSeco as a company, all those 400 plus people working full time. But the question is, are you ready to participate in this revolution? Because we can't do it alone. We need your support. Are you going to participate in this revolution? Are you going to be those people who go ahead and make it happen? And it's going to make a difference to your career, to India, to Indian HR community, to global businesses. We can